Hey guys, so for today's video I thought I would do a get ready with me video with some makeup and an outfit, just my kind of summer routine, and yeah, I just thought I would show it to you guys because I feel like it. And if you didn't notice, I did dye my hair dark again. I already posted some stuff on like Snapchat and Instagram, but I just dyed it the same color that I dyed it a couple months ago because it had faded a lot, so it's nice and dark again, which I love. I'm gonna go in with the tinted moisturizer, so this is the NARS tinted moisturizer in the color medium 1, St. Moritz. I like to take just a brush like this one here, kind of like flat top, and I just pick some up and then blend this into my skin. So this will kind of just help my face match the rest of my body, but it's a lot lighter coverage than an actual foundation, so it feels a lot more natural on your skin and it looks a lot more natural. And my skin's not too bad right now, so I'm not really concerned about really full coverage. I like a tinted moisturizer all year round. I just find them really comfortable to wear. I went to the coolest event yesterday. It's the Lole White Tour event. I went there with Biotherm and Shoppers Drug Mart, and it was so cool. Well, first off, it's like a yoga event and I'm not a yoga pro at all. Still trying to work on that whole flexibility thing. Not an expert at all when it comes to flexibility. I'm not the most flexible person, but I really wanted to like go, and it was such a cool experience, and there were so many people there that were so good at yoga. It was insane. There was some acro yoga where a male and a female like would do all these cool like stunts and stuff, and they like lift each other up and do all this cool stuff. It was like insane. I was like, whoa. It like kind of made me want to get better at yoga. I was like, ooh, like maybe I should like take this up or something, like, oh. Now I'm gonna go in with the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat in the shade 3.5. I've kind of gotten over the whole thick hardcore concealer, and I go for more just like a brightening effect under there. I'm not really trying to make it super concealed. I'm just trying to brighten it up a bit and keep it really light because I find products get really cakey underneath my under eyes very easily, so I'm just not trying to get cakey, you feel me? The cakey look is just not, it's not for me. So I'm just gonna use this brush again just for the chin area where I applied it and like my nose and stuff. And then underneath my eyes, I'm gonna use a flat top kind of like foundation style brush. All of these are by Moda brushes, I believe, or yeah, Moda brushes. These are all Moda brushes. I got them at BeautyCon in Toronto, or was it BeautyCon? Generation Beauty, at Generation Beauty in Toronto. Oh my god, I'm doing it again. I'm so sorry. This mirror, man. So I'm just patting this into my skin, and that's just like the perfect amount of like brightness, you know what I mean? Like it brightens it up under there, but it's not making anything cakey and it doesn't look heavy at all. It's very like just bright and pretty looking, and that just creates like a really nice skin. Like my skin looks good. You can still see my scarring, but I'm okay with that. I've literally come to just accept my scarring. I have no hate with my scarring. Me and my scarring are friends now. Now I'm gonna go in with the Bare Minerals Translucent Powder Duo. So this comes with 2 powders. I got this in a BoxyCharm box. And I just go in with the matte one because I'm shiny as hell. And I just pat this on my forehead and a lot on the sides of my nose, underneath my eyes. I get really oily around the sides of my nose, like here. Oh my god. So gross. I hate it. So just patting this basically all over my face because I'm just so shiny. I would love to have normal skin, you know? Those people that skin is never oily, it ain't dry, it's just perfect. I'm like, what did I do to deserve oily skin? My father is who did it to me, actually. He gave me oily skin, and I will never forgive him for it. What bronzer shall I use? I'm just gonna use the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. We're just gonna bronze and contour our face a little bit so that we're a little bit more chiseled and bronzed. I love this brush for applying bronzer or any kind of like contouring because it's small and angled, but it's so fluffy that it doesn't apply product too harshly, which I hate when you like try to apply your bronzer and you just like go like this and there's a big splat and you're like, oh, well then. And I like just chiseling out my cheekbones a little bit so that I look a little bit older because I look really young for my age. But you know what? In the long run, I'm gonna look good for my age. So I'm not complaining. I feel like this is gonna be a long video. I'm only on bronzer. It's been 8 minutes. What am I doing? Now I'm gonna go in with this blush, which I have loved recently. I just went and bought it for myself. It is the Milani Baked Blush in the color Luminoso. I've heard so much about this, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna get it. I just go in circular motions and kind of pat up my cheek. The pigmentation for a drugstore product, oh my god. And honestly, it's my favorite like I love the formula of it too. Like, I feel like it looks so good. Better than any high-end blush that I have, not even lying. Like, I love it that much. I think it's so pretty. I'm gonna go for like a more natural highlight, so I'm gonna be using the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Opal. This is like my natural highlight because it's not really, how would I describe it? It's not shimmery, it's highlighty. Does that make sense? It doesn't have like shimmer in it. It actually is just kind of like a glow, which I find looks a lot more natural than say like a shimmery highlight where it's like glitter. This is more just like an actual glow to the skin, which I actually love. There's a difference, right? So it really depends on what you want. The shimmer is more going out, nighttime look, glow, daytime look. This is my wand. I'm gonna be using the Brow Gal by Tanya Crooks brow palette. I love it. It's got 3 shades in it. We're going to go in with this brush by Bobbi Brown. It's their eyebrow brush. It's really stiff, so it's good for applying powders to your eyebrows. And we're gonna take the middle shade first, so the middle cool toned shade. It's a bit lighter, and we're gonna apply this to the front of our brows. For the tail, we're gonna go into the dark shade. And I'm gonna use this brush because it's a bit thinner to apply the powder to the tail. And I feel like that just creates, it kind of darkens it so it matches my hair better, 1, and 2, it just defines it a lot better. Like this side is kind of like, and this side is kind of like, oh, she's got it together. Yeah, I look so much better now with my eyebrows on. The great thing about having eyelash extensions is that you don't feel like you have to wear eye makeup, which I love because I'm lazy. But should I do some eyeshadow? Maybe I'll do a little bit. Here, I'll play with this palette for you guys because you guys haven't seen me use this yet. This is the Naked Heat palette. I'm gonna go in first with the color Sauced, which is right here. Sauced. We're just gonna blend this through our crease as like a transition shade. It'll kind of just like warm up the eyes as well. This eyeshadow palette is like gorgeous, and I feel like in the fall especially I'm gonna get so much wear out of this because I love warm toned eyeshadows. I'm not a cool toned eyeshadow person. They don't suit my skin tone or really anything about me. Anything about my whole life. I'm going into the color Cyan. Cayenne. And I'm just blending this again through my crease as well with a fluffy brush just to build up the warm color. These are super pigmented and they blend really, really well. And then I'm gonna apply the color Chaser right here onto my lids, just because I don't want anything too crazy. So we're just gonna apply this onto our lid area. And we're gonna go in and take the color Ounce, which is like the highlight shade right there. And I'm just gonna apply this on my inner corners. And maybe on my brow bone, a little bit of highlight going on in there. I'm gonna apply the MAC lip liner in the color Nice and Spicy onto my lips. I love that color. Whew. And then I'm gonna go in with the M Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the color Rose Nude. This is my favorite lipstick right now. And that is the finished makeup look. I love this look. It's so natural and just pretty, and I love the way that it turned out. My skin still looks natural and glowy, and my eyes are warm toned, and I just think it looks so, so pretty. Now we're just gonna get into the outfit.
I'm relying on your loving, can you let me some? So that if I'm left with nothing at the bottom, you can be the one to come and help me up. You're the one that got responding to the calling. When my heart is heavy, you are sure you to hold tight.